my friends here at the cellar. Exactly, you're all a bunch of assholes. Oh, God, how we doing tonight? I'm coming in hot. Like Matt, I saw Sinners this past weekend. The lesson I took from that, though, is if you eat a white woman's pussy, there's a chance she'll rip your throat out. And you know what? I'm still willing to take that risk. Oh, have you guys heard about this 100 men versus 1 gorilla thing? Woo! Someone is way too enthusiastic about that back there. I don't know. I find it kind of dumb. I'm like, this is really what we need to be talking about now. And then there's like a subsect on the internet that's like, we need to have this happen to help make the world right. And I'm like, that's even dumber. I don't know who to hate. And then I sat and I thought about it critically. And I'm like, there's one way that this would be awesome. You start off with like 50 men in a cage versus the gorilla. And then just every so often, you send in another man like it's the Royal Rumble. Like, don't tell me you wouldn't be excited watching that. If all of a sudden you heard the buzzer go off, and then you just heard the pane of glass shatter, and it was Stone Cold coming out on that 4-wheeler. It just rams into. Like, to be honest, this seems like the perfect idea for a WWE pay-per-view. You send out all your old shitty talent first, and then you send in the good talent afterwards. Like, honestly, Triple H, call me up. We can get this going. You got a lot of animal activists in the house tonight. You're not going to like most of these jokes then. Did you see Minnesota Supreme Court? They had a ruling recently that basically made it okay for women to go topless in public. Yeah, as long as they weren't engaging in lewd behavior. And I'm like, that's good. Like, I know I look like someone who would say this, but I think women should be allowed to go topless. Everybody got sad real quick. But I will say, I'm glad this didn't happen while I was going through puberty. Because I can tell you, if I had seen topless women just walking around, I would have been bricked up all the time. And every man in here isn't gonna laugh, but you know what? You'd fucking be that way too. Don't fucking lie. You know there was one mom in your town that if she'd have been walking around topless, you'd be like, oh my God! Where's the nearest bathroom? I was driving from Grand Forks recently, and I saw this billboard, and it said, circumcision, cruel and harmful. Because apparently men's rights activists don't have anything better to do. And I was like, this seems like a really dumb thing, but then I'm like, that would be like the great start for a business ad. Like, if all of a sudden you were just flipping through the stations, you were like, was your circumcision cruel and harmful? Come down to Anderson's Genital Reconstruction. We'll service you in 30 minutes, or your service is free. You'd give them a call. Be like, yeah, can we touch up this penis? Lord knows I need my penis touched up. It is not good. This might be like an all-day job down here. A lot of work needs to be done. Oh. Hotel curtains should never not be closed. Real great segue I got there. I was at McDonald's recently. It was a Friday night after a show, and I put in my order, and I realized like that's the opposite of a Happy Meal. Like what I ordered was like a depressed meal. They could offer that. Like when I get famous enough, that's going to be my McDonald's order. I'm not going to tell you it because it's going to be a surprise for you. But and then I went to go pay the cashier, and the cashier, he looked like every virgin in every movie ever. And I wanted to give him shit for that, but then I realized I'm in the drive-thru at McDonald's. I really can't be giving him shit. We're kind of in the same boat. But then I look to my right, and there's a hotel, real shitty hotel there. And curtains are open in this one room, and it's just these two dudes doing a standing 69. Yeah, it's like a solar eclipse, so I have to look away. And I get my food and I drive off and I'm sitting there and I'm like, the guy that's getting held up in the stand in 69, you can't feel prideful about that. Just being there like Bruiser Brody just sandbagging that's not something you should put on your Tinder profile. Oh, you guys loved my comedy. Thank you so much.